back at film and you look at that second half compared to that first half, is there anything that sticks out as something that like is a common thread that like can be fixed in the first half so you guys start faster and play like you do in the second half?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, I think one is I think just having more trust. I think early on, I feel like sometimes as a whole we try to ease into the game a little bit and feel it out, but I feel like at this point in the season we know what we have, and I feel like we need to use all those banked up reps that we have just to come out fast, and I think just trust in each other, trust in the work that we put in, and I think if we do that, I think we'll start firing a little bit earlier, because I think once we get to that second half, it's when things get going.
Ryan talked about yesterday about managing the game a little better against Rutgers with the second and 19 and the third and 19, checking things down. Do you feel like you're getting better in that aspect, and not just better with your decision making, but better in feeling when to make what decisions?
Yeah, I feel like, especially against Rutgers, they played a lot of too high, obviously trying to keep everything underneath. And on that drive that you're talking about, when we got to second and 19, I think we put together a few nice plays, picked up some first downs, and then they sent a good pressure and then picked up a sack and knocked us back. And, anytime you're in second and 19, that's an uphill battle at that point, and I think the mindset there, if the shot's there, take it, but if not, just do a good job of checking it down, understanding, that they want you to take a shot in that situation to, create a turnover, and I think just he's done a really good job of just coaching me, and in moments like that with the play call, understanding what he's trying to do as well.
How tough is that for you, as competitive as you are, to continue to learn when to take those chances, but also when to kind of live for the next drive instead of making a big mistake?
Yeah, obviously you want to score in every drive, but I think at the college football level, you got to understand defenses are good, and if they make a big play and kind of set you off schedule, I think you have to do a good job of managing it, like you said, and not losing the game, because in the grand scheme of things, in the moment, it sucks, and you're like, damn, we just wasted a drive, but at the same time, you're gonna, especially with their defense, get the ball back and be right back to where you want to be.
Kyle, how much calmer do you feel right now, though, in the pocket? Like you said, you could have done something crazy when that blitz came, but you ate the football, as the old saying goes.
Mm-hmm.
How much calmer are you in the pocket than you were even like 5 or 6 weeks ago? Do you feel?
Yeah, I think anytime you take 2 years and you're not starting, you're not getting hit like that, and you're kind of a little bit, I wouldn't say out of it, but you're just not taking those physical hits on your body. I think it takes a game or two and to kind of get back in that rhythm, and obviously at this level, the guys are bigger, stronger, faster. So I think you just have to understand, in situations like that, present themselves, just do a good job of taking care of the ball.
You're the first-year starting quarterback for the undefeated #1 team in the country. How do you think you're playing?
Yeah, I feel like at this point, if you were to tell me in August that we were going to be 9-0, undefeated, I would have said yes, regardless of how it took to get there. And I feel like I'm getting better every week, doing a good job, I think, of taking strides, understanding, where I need to get better, and understanding areas that I'm doing well in and trying to enhance that. So I think, it's a process. Obviously, 9 games into the year, we're right where we want to be. So I think that's a positive. But at the same time, I feel like there's just so much room for growth, which is exciting.
So
Last question.
You sort of, this is the last one. I'll put it together. So there's the physical part of it, right? That you're getting hit by dudes, making the throw. You got to make sure you throw it over the linebacker in front of the safety. And then there's the mental part of this, right? And then there's the emotional part of it. You have all this pressure on you. What's the hardest thing about it now that you're in it? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Most people can't relate to being a starting quarterback for a major college football team. What's the toughest thing that you've found you have to fight through?
I think the biggest thing is just the expectation that I put on myself. I think no one's going to hold me to a higher standard than I am myself. And I know that myself and this offense and this team, the sky's the limit. And so I think it's just, a quest every single day to try to tap into that potential. And, at some points it's frustrating because I feel like we can put a better product out there in the field. But at the same time, I think just taking everything in stride, being 9-0 and right where we want to be, is good. So I think it's just, that, constant battle trying to reach our potential.
All right, Kyle.